Hey guys, how are you? It's May 24th. I just wanted to say hi and film a video because this week has been kind of crazy already and it's Tuesday. This is going to be just a few of my general easy tips to have a good week and stay balanced and kind of not let the stress get to you. So this is something that I actually struggle with because I tend towards some anxiety. If there's any major stressors going on, it affects my mind and my sleep, and actually my breathing, my eating, my digestion. So clearly I'm sensitive, but I think I'm not the only one out there. So I just wanted to offer some, I guess, tips or guidance on that because it is something that I'm always working on. So today, I am headed to my son's graduation of kindergarten. While that seems minor, it's emotional, you know, he's growing up, and so I don't feel super stressed about that, but the preparations of that are stressing me out. And there's other life things that are happening that are stressing me out. So my sleep hasn't been as good, and it just reminded me that I need the reminders, you know, and we all need the reminders. So I just wanted to see if I could help if anybody else is struggling with that kind of thing. Number one, I always go to bed by 10 p.m. Unless I'm out with friends or my husband, I gotta get to bed by 10 because there's lots of science behind that and research. Our body has natural circadian rhythms that are supposed to follow the sunrise and the sunset. So we try to honor that by the sleep cycles in our body, by following those cycles and trying to respect them. And if we fall out of that and are staying up till 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., that can really throw your body off. So I know everybody's different. I know different things work for different people. So maybe going to bed at midnight is okay for you. But for people with any adrenal issues or stress issues, really, should strive to go to bed by 10, 11 max. So there's that. And then the second one and the third one are kind of tied together. It is making a list of things that you're grateful for before you go to bed. And while that sounds kind of cliche, and some of these are sounding cliche, but it's really nice to have a little list. So I always spend 10-15 minutes before sleep, and it actually helps me fall asleep, in prayer or meditation or whatever you want to call it, listing things that I'm grateful for. And we all have so many blessings, so you can surely find a few. And going to sleep like that is so amazing. It sets the tone for sleep, it sets the tone for how you're gonna wake up, and you'll see over time it actually affects your mood. So with that, in the morning before I get up with the kiddos, I always make time. I try and do 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes if that's all I've got, but to do the same exact thing, to set the tone for the day, to set my intention for the day, how I want the day to be, think about the things that make me super happy. It's personal for everyone, but it's attempting to get your mind in the right spot to have a good day. And it really is taking that extra time to think about it and have intention about it, because most of us, our alarm goes off and we're like zzz, and running around and barely can, you know, make it out of bed before the list of things starts. So I get it, like I completely get it, but it is, these things that I've mentioned are things that I have intentionally and kind of forcefully built into my schedule because they're important. The next step, and this sounds a little bit silly, but it's drinking tons of water. I really believe that dehydration makes you feel like garbage. I drink a lot of water, but I need more water. It's kind of like a never-ending thing for me. But I know that I can get dehydrated pretty easily, and it is not comfortable. I mean, it can cause major headaches. It can cause you to feel really sluggish, bad mood, mood swings, irritability. There's a million different things that dehydration can cause, but most of us are dehydrated. By the time you actually feel thirsty, you're beyond dehydrated. So while that's simple, it affects everything, and it can contribute to anxiety, you know, some levels of depression. It's no joke. So there's that. And then with that, I encourage you to eat a good breakfast. Breakfast, while again, it's not for everybody, I feel something is better than nothing. And I hope that something is something that can give you energy for the day and get your metabolism going. And otherwise your blood sugar, you know, you're fasting the entire night and you're breaking that fast, breakfast, in the morning. So really, it's the difference between super low blood sugar and even blood sugar, which again affects our overall health and mood and everything. So those things kind of go together. And two more things that I find very, very helpful. One is baths, Epsom salt baths. A hot bath with Epsom salt, 1 or 2 cups of Epsom salts, and I like to put a drop of lavender in the Epsom salt before I put it in my bath. And it is seriously so rejuvenating and fantastically restorative. Not only does it suck the stress out and detox you from any kind of toxins in your body, but it makes you feel so relaxed. So baths are definitely one of my favorite. And lastly, really super important, is having grace for yourself. Forgive yourself, be kind to yourself, don't beat yourself up if you don't meet every goal, expectation. You know, we're all striving for perfection or the closest thing to it, but in the end, go with the flow. Try and flow like water, I always say. And I know that that sounds a little bit silly to maybe some of you, but we are so hard on ourselves, and that negative talk and negative thinking influences our body, and it makes life a little bit more miserable, you know, during the already hard times. So if you are faced with some challenges and your day doesn't go as planned, there's always the next day, you know, or if you don't get what you needed to get done, oh well, you will. Do not tell yourself you're a bad mom or a bad wife or a bad whatever your career is, or a bad person. You're not. And these things don't define who you are. This is just the rhythm of life. And, you know, things get stressful at times. So anyways, I'm working on this myself. We're all in this together. So I wanted to just share very simplistic tips that help me weekly. You know, try and fit those, as many as possible daily. But if you can even start Sunday and Monday like that, it can set the tone for the week. So I hope you're all well. I hope these things help, and I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate all your support. Please subscribe so you can be notified when new content is uploaded, and I wish you well, and I will talk to you soon. Okay? Bye.